Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I've not streamed for a few days. Been enjoying the bank holiday weekend over here in the UK. Been on some bike rides. Been on a run just now. And now we're ready to go with Ironclad. Haven't streamed at this time in a long time. Maybe we'll bring it back because I haven't really been too productive in the last week with the new schedule. So yeah, let's see what bloody happens. But we're buying Ironclad. I don't really want to spend any tokens because there's so many cards I want. But this is just a must buy. I think that this card is giga busted. I think it's the best card in the game. I think it's massively, massively overstated. It should not be 6 stats. Also, the 4 is weirdly off center. So I think this card is absolutely broken. Beyond belief broken. What the best deck for it is, I don't know. I think the reality is you can cut... All the 4s are weirdly off center. Okay, that's fine then. So yeah, Ironclad's obviously going to be in the deck. I think most likely Chavez will be in an Ironclad deck as well. There's obviously synergy there. Now the question is like, what do you go for? I mean, one obvious approach is to go for like a Deathwave deck. I think Nebula is going to be in any good deck as well, right? Like we can kind of just start the deck off with these 3 cards. They all have big synergy together. Beyond Shuri or Zabu broken? Quite possibly. Maybe not Zabu. Hey PB27! What's up? Love to see you. I've saved enough for Hive and one other card. What's your opinion on Ironclad versus Jeff? I would get Ironclad, but I haven't used the card yet. Alright, so obviously we can build a whole bunch of different decks. Like my thinking is Doctor Doom is just insane as well. We should just like look at cards which are just insane with Ironclad, but also good. So we can play Wave. She-Hulk. This is just like an obvious one to build, right? Hey Double. Great to see everyone. I haven't streamed it this time in so long. Oh, guys, also I'm drinking a new hot beverage of choice. I've not had coffee for 2 days, and I have to say, I've been sleeping so well. Anyone, any guesses what this is? Does anybody know? I'll give you a clue. It's not green tea. Although it kind of is, but it's not. Alright, we want the goose. Like, I guess the concern with this one is that the Ironclad might not be that good, but the thing is, Ironclad is still 6 for 4. Rock tea, peppermint, nope. It doesn't have the word tea in it, although it is a kind of tea. Would be funny to a Galactus deck. Yeah, I don't actually own Galactus. That's like one issue. So like we have a decision to make over how like how in you go in on Ironclad. I think Aero sounds good. But then we also want some cheap cards, right? Like we want Sunspot, we want Armor. We want Storm. Maybe. Maybe JJ. Alright, let's give it a spin. Let's just crack on with the game. We'll do some more theory crafting as we go. I think the reality is you can put Ironclad into basically any deck. Yeah, Zabu Ironclad is an interesting point I hadn't thought about. Alright, let's start off with the Nebula. Yo, Feldy! Good to see you. Yeah, this deck actually, not this exact list, but like a list incredibly similar to this has been getting very, very popular. Shade built it, but I haven't said anything because, you know, but obviously my poor little ego has been damaged because I also built this exact same list card for card on patch day. There's like one difference or so. Like I had Iceman in here and Aero, and I think like the main net decked one plays something similar. They're gonna move. They're gonna snap. I mean, I don't know if I feel that good, but let's stay in it. I'm intrigued. Do we agree that it's better to invest in Ironclad than High Evo to climb? Yeah, probably, but we don't know how good High Evo is. Uh-oh! I think we are pretty happy that we stayed in this one. Fantastic. Well, let's get the JJ in Kunlun, I suppose. Yeah, Ironclad and Chavez is just a match made in heaven. Particularly when you've got Nebula just being as good as she is. I also just really like Wave with Chavez. I think the main net deck version of Doomwave isn't playing Chavez. Could be wrong though. But I always play Chavez in Doomwave. I think it's really good. Well, I think we won the middle. Just a hunch. Okay, we missed the Ironclad this game. I'm not sure Ironclad is going to be that good in this one particularly, but I think the card is just good in general. And there's going to be some decks where like Ironclad is beyond belief good. But like, it might be true that the best Ironclad decks are just... good decks with Ironclad being good in. Lad makes me want to get Jeff. That's actually a good point. Ironclad onto Jeff is pretty filthy. Hey, bad. Guys, I haven't streamed it this time in ages, so if you're enjoying it on YouTube, please give it a like. I've been like trying to switch it up. Okay, by the way, no one guessed what my tea is. So it's called Yerba Mate. It's like very popular in South America. This podcast I listened to, the guy that... Oh my god. How the bloody hell did they play so many cards? Holy moly, Batman. Chavez won. Maybe. Did I move anything with Arrow? Well, Chavez was the better play anyway. That's not ideal, is it? Alright, this deck seemed fine, but like let's build like a more Ironclad heavy deck. I still just like the general package of cards with She-Hulk, etc. maybe. Certainly. I mean, not playing Iron Man seems a bit off, right? Someone mentioned Jeff. Jeff sounds very good. Maybe it's just like Sunspot Armor, these kinds of cards should go. Double Sarah. Oh my god, that does sound insane. Missing Jubilee. Yeah, Jubilee's an interesting shout as well. We could go Jubilee Ironclad route. Just lots of top end. Go Liverpool? Neither. Go Everton. What a win, by the way, for Everton yesterday. Oh my goodness. Truly unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, maybe we just build the deck where it's just good stuff only, right? Like we ditch the Sunspot, the armor. But maybe you just say if your Ironclad hits Sunspot armor, you don't care that much, right? I mean, I have to say, I think they're very good. Maybe we just stick with what I just had. Give it another go. Just see if there's anything we would want to change to make the Ironclad better. Like maybe the Arrow could go, for example, right? You can Lad and She-Hulk. Yeah. Does sound pretty good. Yeah, we could put Iron Man in the deck, but Iron Man doesn't really synergize with the rest. You're only putting Iron Man into high roll the Ironclad, right? Which, I mean, maybe that's fine. Let's put the Jeff in, I guess. Ironclad on Jeff does also sound nice. So yeah, this is Yerba Mate tea. Mate, I've been sleeping so well since I've stopped having coffee. This is day 3, but I think I've had my best 3 nights sleep in a long flipping time. And it's also, it's just very, very, if you look into it, it's so good for you, man. It's got appetite suppression type thing going on with it as well, which, I mean, I need all the help I can get in that department, so. Ironclad doesn't synergize with Chavez. Well, it does because Chavez is the bottom card of your deck. It means Ironclad is not going to ever be able to copy it, which is increasing the odds of you hitting all your other things. So you can see the Ironclad here is not looking that impressive, right? Because I have the Doom. Like the Ironclad in this one feels more like a Hail Mary. I have like too many low-end cards. Just drink tea. I mean, this is tea, yeah. It's a different kind of tea. Oh, the Ironclad animation. So I can hit Jeff Storm Sunspot. I wouldn't be against it hitting Storm. They snap on us. We're gonna stay in because of the Doom that we have. But yeah, if we had like a higher curve here, the Ironclad is gonna be more impressive, right? The more greedy you go with Ironclad, the more impressive it is. Wait, what? Huh? What? Is that because Korg shuffled my deck? Bruv. It must be because Korg shuffled my deck.
A superb specimen, truly.
Doesn't look too good for us, does it? I mean, that's something. Let's go for it. The She-Hulk. Is it not just because Chavez was next? No, because Chavez is the bottom card until you draw her. So she would still have been the bottom. Oh, it's Ironclad. Oh, God. No Odin, please. No target. Brilliant. Okay, we get there. Oh, my... Guys, this tea is so good. I can't believe how much I like it. Alright, we're climbing, ladies and gents. So yeah, this deck, Ironclad is not going to be that impressive a lot of the time. We can build decks where it's going to be more impressive, but like this is how good the card is that you can put it in a deck where it shouldn't really belong. But because of how big the stats are and how high the high roll potential is. Yeah, I actually don't have any Doom variants. Yeah. It's called Yerba Mate. I'll type it in chat. The podcast I always listen to, the Huberman Lab podcast. He's called Andrew Huberman. He's like a big nerd. It's so good, mate. He just does like loads of science-based protocols on improving health and all this kind of stuff. It's my favorite podcast by a mile. I absolutely binge it. But he always goes on about this kind of tea, and I was like, right, time to try it. And I have to say, I've not been disappointed. Hey, Salamander, great to see you. Human Torch and Vulture make for good synergy. Ooh, so some kind of Ironclad movement deck. That does sound spicy. Uh-oh, it's Ironclad on turn 3 with Zabu. Copied Psylocke. Holy moly. So it looks like a Mr. Negative deck, which is something I was interested in trying as well. Let's try our own Ironclad. We could hit Storm. We could hit Wave, so we could wait a turn. Let's go for it now. We hit Chavez again. What is happening? How are we hitting Chavez? How are we hitting Chavez? Is this a bug? Oh, Atalan? Right. What are the bloody chances, mate? This is ridiculous. Well, I guess we go off to the left, so we're ahead in the right and the left. You'd think we're winning. Left is a tie. I think we should win the tiebreaker. Lose by a point. Bloody Ironclad copying Chavez. Alright, I think we need a more impressive... Yeah, Lad is definitely worth it. But we need a more impressive deck for Ironclad. This one doesn't actually feel like the deck, right? Like, the deck's obviously very good. But it's not the deck for Ironclad. We want to build the most OP deck in the world. Should we try and miss the negative? Well, Bass isn't very good with Ironclad. How is Ironclad good with Mr. Negative himself? No, definitely not Iron Mid. Yo, someone subbed. Pog? Who was that? Let me check. Pog. Yo, Salamander with the 4 months, mate. Thank you so much. Alright, so we want the Ironclad, obviously. It's called Yerba Mate. It's very popular in Argentina. It's got a nice little bit of caffeine in it. It's very good for you, man. I feel good after drinking it, you know, it's nice. I'm not having like a midday crash so far. Sleeping well. Sponsor stream? Yeah, I want to get sponsored. Right, we want Nebula and Ironclad. These are like two... We want the Chavez. Because Ironclad can't ever copy Chavez. That's the logic. Alright, so we have 3 cards in our deck. I guess we just want like other stuff which is good. I mean, we could go down like a Sandman route, no doubt, with Ironclad. I think that makes a lot of sense. Dr. Doom is also just strictly good, right? It's just a good card and you're happy for Ironclad to hit it. What else? I mean, I guess just high-end cards. Yeah, Iron Man is fine. The question is, how good is Iron Man on its own? So we're only really playing Iron Man because of the synergy, but that's also fine. I mean, we could do... Let's maybe try Mr. Negative. Let's just see how it feels. I don't think it's necessarily the way to go. Ironclad would be 6 energy if it gets negative, but the idea is that you play it. You just like if you miss Mr. Negative, you can just high roll your Ironclad instead, right? That's gonna be the logic here. It's bad with Bast. I don't really like it. Yeah, Zabu does sound good. Right, I'm gonna look at some other people's. People have been theory crafting this for so long. I'm not even ashamed of just yoinking some ideas. I've seen Den tweeting about this card so much. I'm gonna just have a little nosy. This doesn't look that good. I saw. Oh, maybe it does. So it's a Death Wave deck, but with Dark Hawk, which is how I used to play it. I mean, we can try it. I can see it. I'm not gonna play his deck card for card, but it's basically like the same skin, but with more Dark Hawk synergy, more Ironclad synergy, right? Because we can play Zabu, we can play the Dark Hawk, the Rock Slide. All of these cards we're happy to hit. A lot of the other cards we weren't feeling too good about hitting, right? Jeff and Storm are fine. Dr. Doom. You want Chavez as well. She's not playing. He's got a random Sandman, which I don't see us playing. Dr. Doom, She-Hulk. Ironclad. Zabu. Storm. Yeah, Sandman, Rockslide, Darkhawk, Korg, Nebula, Storm, Wave. There we go. Alright, so I've got the same list as Den here, with the big difference being he's playing Sandman for some reason. Basically hoping to high roll the Ironclad onto it, I guess. Because you can now play Sandman. That's pretty interesting that you can play Sandman on 4. But yeah, let's see just how good Ironclad is. This, I think, is the deck. It's very similar to what we were just playing. Oh, we also are missing Goose in this deck. We definitely want to add Goose. So guys, we need to have a think about what card are we going to cut for the Goose. Don't say Chavez. It could be Chavez though. I can see Jeff going. We cut Storm. I think Storm is too good. Yeah, Nebula and Vibranium Mines is an interesting shout. Uh-oh. That's a lot of points, mate. Jeez Louise. I guess we have to try and fight to win this one. We won't take the Ironclad.
Dragons crave gold, but I do.
Oh my days.
Thought it was low gear.
Yo! Ozymandias Bruce, thanks so much for the 8 months. I thought it also would be Longia. Lad Shavas synergy is kind of bad in Dark Hawk meta. Yeah, that's fair. We have hit Shavas a few times with Iron Lad. Worked by, I mean, over High Evolutionary, I would imagine, but we don't actually know how good High Evolutionary is going to actually be. But undoubtedly, Iron Lad is through the roof good. It's absolutely bonkers. Alright, we're looking okay then. I have plus 100 Hella deck. Oh, Iron Lad Hella sounds like a lot of fun, yeah. Yeah, let's snap. Like the the Vibranium Mines and Dark Hawk situation is very good for us. I boomer snapped, I was too late. Rip. I've been climbing super smoothly so far this season. I just haven't been playing much. I had the weekend off, basically. And yeah, this is a morning stream, which I've not been doing in a long time, right? But could bring him back, mate. I've been just really trying to find something which works for me. I just haven't managed it, so maybe bring the mornings back. It's been so nice, though, that when I'm not like locked into streaming mornings, like yesterday, for example, I could just go on a bike ride with some friends, you know? Super nice. Did I swear allegiance to the king? Fuck the king. Does that answer your question? This one looks like a concede if we get snapped on. We missed the Zabu.
A superb specimen, truly.
Hey Dundee as well, what's good? The storm comes through. We get Scarlet Witched on. I mean, we were already looking to concede. I think we can just speed this one up and go next.
Escaped.
Yeah, I didn't really want to... Yeah, I'm good. I didn't want to buy this card, to be honest, because I wanted to save up for all the movement cards. I want to get high Evo, and I'm also trying to not spend any more money on this game. But my goodness, it's a bit too good to say no to, innit? So far, it hasn't really done anything for us, though, I will admit. 24 minutes in. But, I mean, even if it hits nothing, it's 4 and it's 6 stats for 4. It's not bad.
A superb
The
specimen.
Zabu synergy is serious as well. Hey Lucian. I also like the... Well, I was going to say I like the idea of playing Iron Lad on turn 5 and high rolling it hitting wave. That wouldn't work though because of the cost reduction unless we have Zabu down. So if we have Zabu down, We can Iron Lad on 5 trying to hit wave. Pretty crazy. Alright, question is, do we go Quantum Realm or Washington? The answer is quite clear. Quantum Realm was very good for us.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay. Well, we lose to Doom. That's going to be the concern, right? No run. Looks like the same deck we're playing.
Escaped.
Storm didn't help us out too much, did it? I haven't tried it in a Null Death Zola Destroy build, no. The Nexus showing up. I think that's got to be snap worthy, right? Looks like we're in a Dark Orc meta. Bring back out the Enchantresses, ladies and gentlemen. We can try Iron Lad in Serra Control maybe as well. Could be okay though. Like, you play Zabu already, right? Let's go for the rock side on 3. We could maybe storm the Nexus. You get about 1 free card a month. Tokens. I don't actually own Stature, so I've not tried it, no. I'm sure it's pretty solid though. So far, the Iron Lad hasn't actually impressed me that much in this build either. Again, it's going to be like a high rolly card though, right? When things have just not quite gone your way. Seems like Iron Lad is never the right play. Well, so far we've had very good curves, right? And Iron Lad is kind of the player when you've drawn badly. Like, we can Iron Lad here if we don't draw wave. We're going to probably play the Iron Lad. Yeah, so we can go for the Iron Lad here, hoping that we draw wave, hit wave, which is a 1 in 3. They did play Korg, actually, so it's worse than that. It's a 1 in 5. So maybe we don't go for it still.
Gold, but
We could Storm and Jeff.
How's the Iron Geezer working out, Speci?
Yo, I literally just exploded with the 12 months of the whole year, dude. So far, it's not been that good, but the card is definitely a banger. It's just finding the right fit for him, seems. Bit of a dilemma. I feel like our best bet is to go for the Chavez 50-50. Having said that, we could also just go for the Doom. It might be fine. They have Jeff on the board also. That's the concern, right? I was also thinking we maybe needed to move the Jeff, but we didn't go for it and we got away with it. Was Doom winning that? I think Doom would have won it, yeah, with a movement of Jeff, especially. I would buy Ironclad. I think the card is just going to make every very good deck better, almost. Oh. They lost She-Hulk. I think we can snap to that. Nice. Hey Z, good to see you. Hey Bane, what's up, mate? Bane, you got any juicer ideas? So yeah, guys, I've been drinking yerba mate tea. This is my new identity. This is what I do now. It's so fucking good. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm just drinking it with no honey or anything, but you can also have it with like a little bit of honey or whatever. If you're a pussy, if you're a bitch, which I know you are, chat. No, it's not tea. It's called yerba mate. It's green. You can see the leftover. Okay, one problem with it is though, if you don't finish it, it like stains the mug. Like a green stain kind of thing. Yo, Sean Deitch, the exhaust pipe sniffer, is actually taking Everton to the Prem next season. Oh my goodness, what a win. If you guys didn't see, my football team yesterday scored 5 goals. 5 goals. That's like 10... It's something like crazy. Like that's like... We only scored 30 goals this season before that. And we scored 10 in one go. Unbelievable. Wait, 5. I can't speak. We scored 5 goals. But we'd only scored 30 before that. So yeah, Everton beat Brighton. Looks like we might be struggling still. We still have the Doom. But Ironclad doesn't look too hot, let's be honest, but nothing looks too hot. I mean, that's not bad. Actually, it's not great. It does look like we're getting She-Hulked on, doesn't it? Doctor Doom She-Hulk beats us. But they have 6 cards in deck, bruv. It's unlikely. The question is, do they also have Doom? If they have Doom, we would need to do this to win. If they have exactly Doom She-Hulk, then they're just good at the video game, aren't they? What are you going to do, mate? Wow. They're just good. Everyone is on Wave and Dark Hawk. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We need to add Goose to this deck. The problem with adding Goose to this deck is everyone that doesn't play this deck is the Goose is not going to be good in the mirror, rather, right? Goose is bad in the mirror, and there's a lot of mirrors right now. I mean, I have to say, like, the Storm also doesn't feel like Goose is better than Storm. If we're ever like, Goose always is ahead of Storm in this deck, no doubt, no doubt. Because Wave is Storm is also not very good in the mirror. I'm actually not that huge on Jeff in this deck. I think it's not that good. It's fine. I definitely prefer Goose to Storm. I'm not against playing Storm as well, though. Any tips to lose the nerves? Breathing exercises. Breathe. The best way to reduce anxiety is you do a big breath in, and then a very sharp exhale through your nose when your lungs are already full from your mouth. Because the pressure when you breathe in through your nose is higher, so you can breathe in more. And then what you're going to do, once you do a big breath in through your mouth, short, sharp exhale in through your nose, and then you like exhale through your mouth, like slowly, like a sigh. So it's like this. It's the best way you can reduce anxiety. There you go. Also, listen to birdsong. Birdsong can reduce anxiety for up to 6 hours. Fun fact.
This just in.
Yeah, like birds singing. Yep, birdsong reduces anxiety apparently. Hey Matt and Spash, I'm doing really good, thanks. I'm actually pretty happy to be streaming. I've been wanting to stream for a while, but have not been streaming. Sure. Just don't be anxious, lol. I use the same technique, but with pot, it's very effective. Kind of sounds like a way of having more anxiety, though, no?
Wind, aid my hand. Wind, aid
I'm a little bit
my
nervous.
hand.
Yeah, we were also playing Storm, but we have to play Goose. Goose is way too good in this note not to be playing. There's also an argument to cut the Chavez because of all the mirrors. Chavez is pretty bad in the mirror, so I think we'll put Storm back in for Chavez. Because there's so many mirrors going around right now. They got our Nebula as well, kind of nuts. I mean, they snap, so we're very much inclined to concede here, no doubt. I'm kind of intrigued to see if we can pull it off, though. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I'm never giving up just yet. We could have run away on the snap, but we could go for the Ironclad Hail Mary onto Doom. Actually, no, we can't. Well, let's get rid of the Chavez and put Storm in, I think. So many mirrors right now, it's insane. Seems like Sunspot would still be nice in this one too. Shouldn't Spider-Man be good? Yeah, Spider-Man could be solid, it's true. The issue with Spider-Man is that we want to usually wave on turn number 5, right? Anyone know how Bast? I don't know how it would work. No. I think Zabu Ironclad Sarah is pretty good. Yeah, I can definitely see it. I think we'll check that out after this one. I'm not convinced this is that good of a deck. Seems okay. Do we storm our Nebula? I think so.
Wind, aid my
Darkhawk would be nice off the top here. The Iron Lad. Let's go for it. It's not much good to hit, to be honest, but you never know. That's like a bot-like play, isn't it? Oh, the Darkhawk! Oh my goodness. That's the thing, the high roll potential of Iron Lad is just ridiculous. It truly is bonkers. We'll just take the Doom to the right here.
Victory.
Sorry guys. Just getting my little spreadsheet for the videos set up. I'd probably build a deck more like a ramp deck. Yeah, agreed. I think this isn't like the deck that's like maximizing the potential of Ironclad. It's just an example of a very good deck which Ironclad just becomes better in. Like, just makes the deck better, right? Like, that's why the card is overpowered in my opinion, because you can just put it into a deck where it doesn't really have that much synergy and it still performs very, very well. The earlier we rock slide, the more likely they are to draw the rocks. But yeah, we're going to look at ramp. We're going to look at maybe Serra Control. Like any deck where you already play Zabu, basically. I think Ironclad is just like, the stat line on the card is just insane. This is why I like Chavez, because if I had Chavez here, I would know if I'm hitting She-Hulk or not. So I would know if I wave, if I should wave. Has playing with Ironclad changed how you feel about Howard? Howard's fine. But, like, this is the star of the show, right? Like, you can just high roll without the Howard. I don't think Howard's bad. Oh, Ironclad into Doom. Alright. I ain't so bad, is it now? I would wager this is enough. Nice.
Victory.
Right, guys, do we think there's anything in this deck we could cut for Chavez? Wave? Wave's like the star of the show, right? You wave on 5. She's the money card, really. Ironclad. I mean, Ironclad shouldn't belong in this deck. He's just that good. And that's the reality of the card. I'm going to snap. We have a nice curve. Storm seems awkward. I mean, Storm's very good when you draw her. Definitely not as good as Goose. Goose is auto-include in these decks. Again, I'm not sure everyone wasn't here earlier, but there's like before today, been this very popular Doom Wave deck, which Shade built, but I built like basically the exact same list. And people are finally respecting Goose in Doom Wave decks. It's just so good. Been a massive believer. Well, we could Ironclad now, I suppose. 6 body and a Storm. Oh my god, it's so good. That is just unbelievable how good that is. It is so busted, actually. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, interestingly, we can also storm another lane here. We just say we have enough. Let's storm the left. They might see it coming, of course.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, it's Ironclad! What did it hit? Some kind of draw. Now, our Doom is already gone. Easy decision to goose mid, because they most likely don't play anything this turn. That's going to lock them out of Sakar, apart from their stones. Wait! The flooding is still there! Oh god, I didn't realize that, I'll be honest. Okay, I might have done goofed a wee bit. It looks like I done goofed. I think the decision to storm on 4 was the bad one, but like Ironcladding into storm is nuts. Yeah, his power is just too high. Nebula met like I just feel like Second Dinner had the balance so good, and then they've printed 2 cards which are just way too good. That's basically where we're at right now.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, Morbius is very scary. It's possibly within our interest to just give up on this location, honestly. Well, they're doing a good job because, yeah, Nebula... Like, the Nebula one... I'm going to make a video on it, actually. The Nebula release is actually particularly problematic for me. The card's just massively overstated. It should never have been printed at its current stat line. I do think it's slightly ridiculous. I don't think Ironclad is good in discard either. I was thinking about it earlier. Yeah, it doesn't look good for us, unfortunately. I'm just going to go next. I mean, we could take the Ironclad and try and high roll Doom. Seems very unlikely that we'll do it, though. I don't even know if it's that. They didn't hit any swarms. Oh my god, we hit the Doom! We hit the flipping Doom. And we actually get the victory. Unbelievable. If they played the APOC, were we losing? Yeah, they misplayed, but still.
Victory.
We're going to play a few more and then move on. But we're going to continue to play the Ironclad, of course. Thanks, E. Yeah, Ironclad is nuts. It's also just high roll-y, right? Nebula on 1. Why are we surprised a group called Second Dinner is selling out for profits? I mean, I wouldn't say they're selling out, but I also... What's their name got to do with it? I don't get that one. Let's goose the Nebula, I guess. Makes it more difficult for them to continue to deny her. They want a second dinner, I see. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously they've done very well with the balance with, like, the OTA changes and stuff like that. It's been looking very promising. But to be releasing such a strong card on a Battle Pass after they already had to nerf Silver Surfer and Zabu, I think is pretty poor. I don't think that... I mean, it was very obvious before the cards released that it was too strong, right? They said that they're going to be changing, like, the way that card acquisition is happening, because they mentioned High Evolutionary is a big bad, but, like... They said that they're also interested in changing the way it works, I think, right? Yeah, Nebula was like 4 cost or something, 6 power. Something like that. Oh, I snapped before I saw that Agatha. Well. Oh yeah, Ironclad Agatha is also a deck. Maybe we should play that next. Like, Ironclad is actually cracked in Agatha. Unironically. Because you want to play Quicksilver Domino, which has Ironclad synergy. You also want to play Chavez. Yeah, he's definitely worth 6k. The card is busted. You can just high roll him. Yeah, I'm still over 2k Chavez boosters. He's not busted at all, LMAO. Okay. I mean, like, I'm just playing him in a deck here where he doesn't really belong, and he's been performing incredibly well, right? Think about when you build, like, a deck completely around the card, how OP broken it's going to be. 6 stats for 4 is not bad at all. We're talking, like, White Queen stat line there. You've got Zabu as well already, so, like, 4 cost cards are already quite a premium, you know. You don't really need them to play for the 8 points that you might expect. Agatha's doing a very good job. Tracker doesn't work on mobile. Yeah, Hitmonkey's also solid though, right? Hitmonkey's like got downsides. Nebula doesn't. The downside for Nebula is that she dies to Killmonger, but like, who cares really? Come on, the Iron Lad. Nope. Yeah, I don't think Iron Lad's very good in Mr. Negative. The problem is it has bad synergy with Bast and also with Mr. Negative. So if you have it in your hand, it makes your Bast worse, and if you have it in your deck, it makes your Negative worse. You could play it though. I mean, I don't hate it. Agatha to the right, and we might actually have a chance. Okay, the Goose limits the Agatha to go mid, but that might be fine. We're going to lock it in, ladies and gentlemen. Did Agatha just win us a game? Guys, I have a feeling we might be able to get infinite with Agatha. I think we might be about to play the Ironclad Agatha deck. It's actually one of the first ideas I had for Ironclad back in the day when this card was first released. It has so much synergy with Agatha decks. And also the Chavez change. Nice, Agatha win. Alright, I'm going to do a quick intro for this one. I have enough gameplay for it. Guess I can check the stats. I don't think we did too well, stats-wise. Let's have a little
A
gander.
superb specimen, truly.
%61% win rate. That's not bad. We lost quite a few mirrors as well, right? Like the mirrors were actually the biggest issue. We started off worse, but when we changed to this one, we did better. Alright. It's not bad. Quick deck intro, then we're going to move on to some more. We've got all sorts of decks to make. This Ironclad deck is taking over the Marvel Snap meta, Ironclad being the new card which costs 6,000 tokens. I do think this card is beyond broken good. I don't think it should have been released in its current stat line. It's got a very powerful ability where if you can high roll onto something like Doctor Doom, the card just plays for an obscene amount of points, particularly when you consider that it has a 6 body. The other thing with Ironclad is the synergy it has with Zabu. So if you're already running a deck which likes to play Zabu, Ironclad becomes an even more strong consideration. This one is a Wave Doom deck where we play Wave on turn 5 and then we look to play Doom and She-Hulk on turn number 6. You can play the Ironclad on turn 6 as well if Doom is still in the deck, for example, and the main consideration in this one is adding Chavez in. This deck is also running Jeff. If you don't have Jeff, don't panic. This is the most cuttable card in my opinion, and I do think that this deck wants to play Chavez anyway, so you can absolutely just make a straight swap for Jeff out and Chavez in. Chavez is going to be giving you your Wave and She-Hulk option on turn 5 more often because you know that you're going to have it. Often, otherwise, what happens is you have Wave access, but you don't know if you're top decking that She-Hulk on turn 6, so you end up not playing the Wave and then you draw the She-Hulk. Whereas if you had Chavez, you would have better information. Goose is an absolute must-have in this one. A lot of the net decks I've been seeing so far don't have Goose. Goose is so strong with She-Hulk and Wave because your opponent, all their cards are going to cost 4 and they're going to be locked out of the Goose lane. Meanwhile, you can play a Doombot in there and you can also sneak She-Hulk in there. Storm, of course, a nice option as well with Nebula, who is beyond broken good. And then we have the Dark Hawk, the Rock Slide, the Korg, and the Zabu package all fitting together nicely. This is one of the best decks in the game. Ironclad, while it doesn't have that much synergy here, has just made this deck even better. And I would wager that this is the best way to play Doom Wave right now. Cool, intro, solid. Moving on. Alright, cool. Let's play Agatha, mate. I'm not even joking. I think we could honestly get to infinite with Agatha. I've done it before, but I did it from rank 90 or something, 95, 97 maybe. But we're going to test just how good this Agatha deck is, guys. This is without doubt the best Agatha deck of all time, and it's not even going to be close. So we're going to want Quicksilver Domino. We want Wave and Sif. We want no other 6-cost cards. No other 3-cost cards. So the logic with this Agatha deck is that on turn 1 you play Quicksilver, on turn 2 you play Domino, and then on turn 3 you either play Wave or Sif. So there's going to be no other cards apart from maybe Wasp, which we play, which will be at 1, 2, 3 well, 4. We will have some. We're gonna have Ghost Rider, Ironclad. We also want no other 6-cost cards. We want quite a few 5-cost cards. Iron Man, for sure. Is Kang good with Ironclad, guys? Is Kang good with Ironclad? Thins the deck, kind of, right? Can we make an infinite loop where we just Ironclad the Kang? I think you could make a good case for it, right? What are the other good 5-cost cards that we want with Ironclad? Like, which cards here have very powerful abilities? We can't include any 6-cost cards because otherwise Lady Sif can hit them. Chavez is the only 6-cost card we can play. It might just thin the deck, which if it thins the deck, that's just good. Kang just... If Ironclad hits Kang, which makes sense, by the way, because isn't Kang Iron... Like, this is a Kang variant, right? So there should be nice synergy. Sounds pretty OP, actually. Claw is a little bit risky because with Agatha, like, it can go to the far right lane. Gamora could be okay. Captain Marvel doesn't sound so bad either, yeah. I mean, Captain Marvel's actually very good in Agatha anyway. I would say we just want one more 5-cost card. Sandman? Is Sandman good? It's good if Ironclad copies it, that's for sure. Vision could be okay. We can't play Doom because Sif is going to discard Doom otherwise. We always want Sif to hit Agatha, so we can't play any 6-cost cards. Black Panther, kind of an interesting shout. So Ironclad would be 12. Black Panther itself is kind of wet though, right? It's not the best. We could also play Wasp, but Ironclad's bad with Wasp. We're not playing Black Bolt Stature. I think like Gamora, Black Panther. Gamora bust by 5. Black Panther sounds pretty good. White Tiger? White Tiger sounds pretty good, no? Sounds like it's White Tiger or Black Panther to me. I don't think we want Professor X.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Hey Spessy, have you seen GOTG3?
Yo, Supreme Beef Chief. Wait, what is GOTG3? What is that? Thanks so much for the 5 months, Supreme Beef Chief. Right, let's give this a spin to start off with. We're going to see how Kang synergizes. I think Lad will get destroyed after copying Kang. Well, then we can just find out. We're just doing it for science's sake, right? Yeah, I got away with this. You shouldn't snap with this deck unless you hit Wave or Sif. I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Devil Dino is definitely not of interest to us. Hopefully we go Domino to the left. Nick Fury is an actual interesting shout. Kind of sad to Ironclad into something which is no points though, right? Well, Agatha could go into the cloning vats, which should mean we're still playing, huh? Yeah, Agatha always plays herself when she can. That's the only coding that she has. Oh, for flip's sake. Well, I'm actually going to run. Not the best start. And she also always gets her boost, all the boosters. Okay, this is a really nice hand. It's better to hit the Sith usually and then just find the Ghost Rider. Ironclad, of course, can hit Ghost Rider as well, which is bonkers. Oh, rip Domino. Wave on wave action. We'll snap on 5 with the Kang play because of Mindscape. Well, let's hope they don't have Cosmo and they're a cheating bot to the left. Could be an issue. Killmonger. Doesn't seem like a very good play, this one, from a bot. This must be a bot, right? No one would actually make such a play. We're going to put the Captain Marvel into the Agatha lane here. There's been no deck shuffling, right? So it's a 50% chance to hit Iron Man or Ghost Rider with Ironclad. Oh. Well, it's not. It's actually guaranteed to hit Ghost Rider. Kang and Ironclad have a lot of synergy. I like it. Like the extra deck thinning that you can potentially get. I forgot to also snap. Oops. And they actually retreat. What a stinker. Has wasted 2 cubes against the bot. That's heartbreaking. Well, the reason we've gone for White Tiger over Abomination is because of the Ironclad. But yeah, I mean, we could also just make it Black Panther. Black Panther is more likely the correct way to go here instead of White Tiger.
Always lucky.
Black Panther's a little bit more foolproof as well. Whereas White Tiger, you know, they could play it into a location which doesn't make, or sorry, Agatha could play into a location which doesn't make much sense. Master Mold is so good against Agatha here. We have a 1 in 3 to hit the Sith. We're gonna forfeit if we don't hit it. I have like 18,000, but I think Ironclad is like the best card in the game. I think it's just like a must-purchase card almost, unfortunately. Alright, let's get rid of the White Tiger for Black Panther. I think Black Panther's the way. I don't want to include any of the 4 or 3s. We just always want to hit Ironclad or Ghost Rider, right? We just want like some saucy Ironclad synergy. We could play Leech. Leech is pretty nice with Ironclad. Let's try the Leech. What do you think is the best purchase between Thanos, Ironclad, and High Evolutionary? I don't know. Tough question. In terms of, like, economy, it's pretty difficult to justify not buying Thanos or High Evolutionary because of the big bad. Because Ironclad will be cheaper in many months. And Ironclad is also likely to get nerfed, whereas those other two are unlikely to.
Right on time.
It's a very tricky question to answer. Alright, we want to see the wave and we want to see it go into Quantum Tunnel. Rip. Camp Lehigh really screwed us here. We could hit Sif off Quantum Tunnel though, that would be beautiful. Ironclad into Rock Slide. Can't wait to play the rocks. We also Ironclad into a rock. Let's go, baby. So much rock value. Why leech? Well, we're not going to play it twice, right? It's just like a solid enough card to play, I guess. Probably ruins a lot of decks. A lot of people are trying to play Doom on 6 with She-Hulk. This is like a pretty big counter. Here we go. It's the Ironclad. Oh, the Iron Rock. So good. Cosmo goes down mid. Brilliant. I can't wait to Captain Marvel Quantum Tunnel into a rock. This has gone so well. We're going to retreat on this one. Yeah, we could also just make this Black Panther, but... Leech seems kind of nice now. I guess the problem is like because we're Agatha, we could Ironclad on 4 and then into Leech and then Leech on 5. That would feel kind of bad. Oh, we've been getting very unlucky so far. Okay, I actually think this deck is not even going to be that bad. With Kang excess, we can do Kang snaps.
Always lucky.
Well, Agatha's done well to avoid Jotunheim. I guess with the wave, it didn't matter where it went. Looks like Sandman. Which I don't think we fear too much. They don't tend to play Shang-Chi. Nice. We'll wait a turn to snap because we have the Kang. Oh god. We could also snap on the final turn. Get the Captain Marvel buffed up first. Bloody Nora.
All systems go.
I think we look pretty good though. We can just play like Iron Man to the right maybe. Captain Marvel can move mid. I suppose Doctor Doom is a threat in that case. Because they'd be at 14, I would only be at 13. Nope, but then Doctor Doom, they lose how many points on Orca? 5. So I would be beating... We're beating Doom. I think. It's just like a Chavez. The Iron Lad can hit Ghost Rider or Leech, both of which are poop. Nice, the Kang. Just getting us those extra cubes. I think we would have played on hit anyway. But we wouldn't have felt super confident, right? The Kang equity in a deck like Agatha is going to be significant. So, the money cards we're looking for on 3... That's Raven. The money cards we're looking for on 3 are Wave and Sif. We only have 2 3-drops in the whole deck, right?
Right on time.
Come on, the Agatha into Sakaar. Come on, the Sakaar. Okay, we'll take it. That's also pretty good that he loses stature.
Iron Man.
Now we want to see the Wave or the Sif. Please? Rip. Not looking like a good game with the fact that it's Ghost Rider. Iron Lad off the top could save the day. Yeah, that's unfortunately looking like a big fat L. Jubilee is another card we could consider playing. The reason I don't love Jubilee is because she competes with like Iron Lad and stuff to actually come down. Alright, the Captain Marvel comes through.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So we actually have enough to win mid. And he got leeched. And we have Agatha. Should we play it out? Oh, snap! We're going for it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he snapped back. It's streamer versus streamer for 8 cubes. Agatha versus not Agatha. Come on, the Agatha for 8 cubes, please. He goes left. It's Black Bolt. I think we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8 cubes with Agatha. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I imagine he's listening to music, so I can't pull his stream up. Yeah, he's listening to music. Let's go. The Agatha. And this is also a game where we did not draw well, right? We did not draw well at all here. I broke him. GG to my friend Raven. Alright, we're up against Everett.
What are the odds?
Ooh, that's a shame. We top decked the card we needed, but the Elysium messed us up and meant that we played the wave. Played the Ghost Rider instead of wave though. So this is exactly why in the Ultimate Agatha decks there's no other 3-cost cards. Because you just always want to be playing what you have access to. We hit the Ironclad this turn on 4. Captain Marvel, Lady Sif, Iron Man all available. The Sif would be pretty bad with Ghost Rider having already been played. That's a shame. In a normal situation, this would be really good for us. Danger Room. We needed that, that's for sure. That's not bad either, although the Angela's going cray. Z. So we can play our Kang here to see if our
A superb
Chavez will
specimen.
survive, and we also get insight into what of theirs will survive. Huh? Okay, so Chavez to the left is actually surviving. Now the bot might make a different play here. It's important to remember. They have 5 cards in hand. We know that our Chavez survives because of Kang. So let's see what the bot is going to do. If it's like some kind of cheating bot, they might make a different play. It is a cheating bot, it looks like. It's very tight. We win. Love it. It wasn't a cheating box. They would have. It's weird they played differently though, right? That's why I'm a bit surprised. But they could have still played this, unless they know that Danger Room. But even if Danger Room was going to kill this, then the Angela would grow. So it wasn't a cheating bot, but Okay, this is a really nice hand with the Sif. Again, usually with an Agatha deck, I would be snapping at this point, but the Kang is actually feeling so... This is the nicest deck I've actually had. Like, the deck where Kang feels the nicest. Because you, like, the only control you really have with an Agatha deck is in the snap department, right? So having, like, a little bit of extra agency over when you snap. That would have been so bad if it hit the Sif. But am I getting Howard the Dark? I won't be, no. Right, so Agatha gets discarded. We're looking for the Ghost Rider then. What time did the card actually come out at, guys? Does anybody know? How long ago? Was it like 8 hours ago? Oh, come on. Give us something. Oh, beautiful. Well, we're going to snap now. We could have waited a turn. But the Ghost Rider's just so good. 4 a.m. UK time? Right. Bit early for me, that one. I'm going to go for the Leech because this can get Shang-Chi if they have it in hand. We could play the Kang, but it kind of feels like a waste of time, right?
I am Iron Man.
Oh my god. Almost. Why is there so many bots? This seemed like a bot too. Why are we queuing bots? Well, I mean, we do have a very high win rate, I will say. The win rate is through the roof with this one right now. Okay, we only have one more turn to draw the Wave or Sif. Sif, of course, being the money card here. Uh-oh. That's really bad. How do you know if it's a bot? You can just generally tell by their plays. There's like some giveaways. Like if there's like cards with certain backgrounds and stuff, but... Yeah, usually it's just instinct. Replacement for Kang. I think it's going to be Black Panther. I think it's a pretty... Like, Black Panther was a card we wanted to play anyway. I'm quite liking Leech so far. But yeah, Black Panther is the card we were thinking about also putting in. Okay, I mean, it looks like we're losing. Unless, of course, we Ironclad into Killmonger. That's broken. Well, I called it. I called it, but with District X, who knows? I would have actually gone for it if we weren't, you know, going to see how impressive the Agatha deck actually is and looking at the stats. Oh, we're bringing its Molt. Right, we beat one content creator already with the Agatha deck. Can we beat a second? Oh, the hand is beautiful. The hand is just beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Well, we won with Agatha against Molt. Hooray. Bar with no name while playing Agatha is slightly concerning.
What are the odds?
Ugh! I think that was a fake Molt. Well, it looks like our opponent's also playing Agatha, or they're just a bot. Why is there so many bots, bro? What's going on? I haven't been playing against many bots so far this season. What is going on, man? I don't want to play bots. Alright, the Sif comes through. We can look for the Iron Lad to hit Ghost Rider. There'll be a 20-point play for 4.
Opponent snapped.
We're going to stay in it. Mainly because, yeah, they're a bot. They're weirdos. I also figured if I play Captain Marvel here, they might get baited into thinking... I don't know. Well, let's Snap and Kang. They just run. Okay, cool. What's going on with the bots, man? Solid hand, we have the wave. Sakar's a spanner in the works. Iron Man the best to hit. Lovely.
I am Iron Man.
Iron Lad turns into Korg. Oh god.
Right on.
Don't go middle. Thank you. Iron Lad definitely seems very, very good. I don't know if it's a must buy. It's hard to say, realistically. Well, this game is certainly an interesting one. That's where we want to see her. What the hell are we supposed to do here then? Can't we just win the left lane and win the game? Let's Kang at this point just to see if they want to stick around. Yeah, cool.
Victory.
It's very weird when you've got the Nexus and Bar with no name together. We just have, all you have to really do is win the left. No, you definitely don't need Howard to make Iron Lad good. Howard makes it consistent, but Iron Lad is so powerful if you can just high roll. And you can just build your deck in certain ways, right? Alright, we're looking for the Sif or wave off the top, or this one is almost... feels like a loss already. Oh, hello. So they snap, which is understandable. We could definitely run here because the middle was like so chalked, but... the potential with the Sif into the Agatha. We could Iron Lad into Ghost Rider, for example, here. We could top deck the Ghost Rider. Could Iron Lad into Kang. The rocks make things a bit more awkward, though, I'll be honest. We're looking for the Iron Lad into Ghost Rider. Copium play. Iron Rock. Rip. Hey, TMS, great to see you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Still haven't used that many decks of it. We're going to play a few more of this. We'll probably try and get to rank 80 with this deck and then move on. But so far, the stats of this deck are no joke, right? Then we're going to experiment with some more serious lists. But this is not bad by any stretch. It's definitely the best Agatha deck of all time. We also have to see what happens if you Ironclad into Kang before we stop playing this one. It looks like my game's frozen here. I need to restart. Why are my cards so ugly? Oh, that's a bit rude. What's so ugly about them, dude? What do you mean? Oh, because of all the green. Yeah, that's fair. I tend to only upgrade cards I want to split, so like a lot of cards just get left on green. They milled my my domino. Please upgrade them. No thanks. Okay, we have some. Oh, bollocks or not. I'm gonna go next. Like we could wait and maybe get a few wins from positions like this, but I think realistically, in the interest of time and climbing efficiency, let's move on. I really want to test Ironclad Kang. Yeah, well, we're also trying to do that. I would imagine that it won't. Ironclad will disappear. Wait, Ironclad will disappear. Wait, that's bad.
What are the odds?
Alright, off the top we want the Lady Sif or the Wave. Heartbreak. We're going to move on to a different deck after this one, I think, yeah. Hopefully we go for the Ironclad.
A superb specimen.
Ooh.
Truly.
I'm so glad that I'm still playing Agatha. That's just great. So Wave is our top card right now. Interesting. Did we just draw Kang that turn? If we did, we actually draw the Wave, which would be really good for us. Nope. Don't Quicksilver and Domino decrease our chance? They do, yeah, but they give us a curve. They also increase the odds of Ironclad hitting something good. Like, you still need a curve with Agatha. And you can just snap when you hit them and don't snap when you don't, right? I'm definitely of the opinion that they're both good. A lot of people, what they will do with these cards of decks is they'll just play just Quicksilver or just Domino, but I just like playing both. Yeah, there's a new game mode due next month. Conquest. We have a real roper here. If Leech dies, then it doesn't carry over till turn 6, unfortunately. They actually run? Oh my goodness. Holy moly, we got the win. Alright, I think we'll leave it there for the Agatha deck and move on, but like, we can revisit it. I want to take a look at the stats. I feel like our win weight was pretty high. Our win weight was pretty good. Guys, we gained 20 cubes with Agatha. That's insane. I gained 20 cubes with this Agatha deck in about 30 minutes, which is pretty extraordinary. There is a Kang in here, which you absolutely do not need. In fact, it might not even be correct. We wanted to test what happens if Ironclad copies Kang. We didn't pull it off. However, the developers have confirmed that Ironclad would just disappear and basically work like Kang, which I don't actually think we want to happen. Kang is quite nice in Agatha decks because you can just play it on turn 5, perhaps, and then your opponent might retreat. But it's certainly not needed. And let me start this intro again. Ironclad is amazing at Agatha. Final take. I climbed over 20 cubes. Well, not over. Oh my god, this is terrible. I climbed 20 cubes with this Agatha deck in about 30 minutes time. Ironclad is an absolute machine in this list. Kang is in here, but to be honest, I'm going to cut it for Black Panther. I wanted to test what happens when Ironclad hits Kang. Although we didn't pull it off, it has been confirmed by the developers that your Ironclad will just disappear. So I don't actually think it's particularly good. Kang can help you get some cubes when you'd otherwise be losing them, but I would advise putting in White Tiger or Black Panther into this one. It's just another nice card to play on turn 5, but also a nice card for your Ironclad to copy. The concept of this Agatha deck is we play Quicksilver and Domino, so we're playing a card on every turn. Then on turn 3, we either play Wave or Sif. This means that if we play Lady Sif, Agatha gets discarded and we then gain back control. We have the potential to play a Ghost Rider for 17 points. And of course, Ironclad can copy that Ghost Rider as well to make that a 20-point play for just 4 energy. If we hit the wave, then Agatha will play herself on turn 4, and then we have control on turn 5 and turn 6 to play maybe Iron Man and Chavez, for example. Of course, this deck is not the best in the game by any stretch, but it is a very fun one and is actually looking quite serious, and you can definitely climb with this one. The main thing to bear in mind when you're climbing is you're going to need to snap and retreat in sensible ways. So, for example, if you hit the Sif on 3, you probably want to be snapping. If you're not hitting Wave or Sif and you're skipping turn 3, just retreat and lose a single cube. Hope you have fun with this Agatha deck. It's the best Agatha deck of all time, and I'm pretty sure you can get to infinite with it without too many issues. Cool. Cool. Supreme Beef Chief. What is GT, by the way? I love watching you do this, where he shows you striving with the best in your vids. Thanks. Alright. What's up next for Ironclad, guys? We need Ironclad to pop off even further. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Ah, I have seen it, mate. Yes. I saw it on Friday. I'll be honest, I didn't really like it that much. The reviews have been pretty solid for it, but I thought it was like a bit meh. Needs another take. Thanks. I'll leave it. I'm buzzing about the Brighton. You did say that a while ago? You did. Mate, the Brighton result, fucking unbelievable. I was actually like basically asleep for the first half. That's the worst thing about it. Should we try Sarah Control with Ironclad? I mean, we can play like Zabu in this one, right? So we can go Enchantress, Shang-Chi, Zabu, Sandman. That's also true. Sandman does sound very OP. Just like a classic Sandman deck with Ironclad. Also Jubilee. This is an on reveal, so can you Odin Ironclad? You can't, right? Because it's going to copy the card text. Yamatofi. Zola's really good in this deck. Nebula, I guess, is good. Ebony Moore's okay. But Wave and Sandman. We don't want Jeff, it's a bait. Any other cards? Nah, Jeff's bad in Sandman. I don't get why people play it. It's like super average. Nah, you don't need Howard the Duck for Ironclad, I think. I guess Ironclad Zola's kind of awkward.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Live from the Daily Bugles. Does Ironclad set itself to 3 if it copies Valkyrie? Ooh, good question. No, I don't think it would. Depends on the text on Valkyrie. We'll snap. We have the Sandman. The Ebony Moore in Danger Room is solid too. Titan's very good for us. Excuse me. No, doesn't Valkyrie just say set other cards? Set all cards? Don't think it mentions itself. Valkyrie sets? Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I would say Sandman just looks like the obvious choice here. Mr. Fantastic looks like the kind of deck that's going to be wanting to play multiple cards per turn. Could be some kind of Doomwave deck. It could be Silver Surfer. Most likely Doomwave. Okay, that's caught me off guard. So Ironclad here could be Doom or Leader or Electro. It's one in most likely it's Leader or Doom though. I want to hit Doom and then Zola my Ironclad. Rip. The plan actually worked as well, but... What's it going to be? Claw? Okay, well that beats us. I told you guys Jeff was overrated in these decks. I actually don't massively want to play this deck. I think I'm actually going to call it there, guys. Sorry for the short streams recently, but yeah, I'm glad I came on and streamed. I've got football later on this evening, so I'm not going to be around, and I've got some videos to work on. I also want to go to the gym. I went for a run this morning, but I haven't actually... And I went for a cycle yesterday. I haven't actually lifted in like 4 days, which is really bad, so... I've got some stuff to do. But thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. Like, the morning streams might just make a return. I think like my plan moving forward is probably do the morning streams during the week and... like afternoon, evening streams on the weekends. But yeah, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you. And there's going to be quite a few YouTube videos getting posted today, so look out for those.